Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is experiencing monumental success. They have already officially announced that there have been 1 million copies sold. And to be clear, that is direct sales. So that doesn't even include the amount of people playing the game on Xbox Game Pass. Absolutely incredible. This game deserves all the success. I'm really hoping they continue to get more of it. But before we dig more into that, let me be clear what this success does not say. Because I feel like a lot of you are leaving comments, both on my videos and reaching out to me on Twitter or Blue Sky, and you're being dense regarding the video I put out a few days ago, essentially saying that Microsoft had screwed over Summerfall Studios by dropping Oblivion in the same week that Expedition 33 was supposed to launch. First and foremost, because it seems a lot of you are not aware, Microsoft paid Summerfall in order to ensure Expedition 33 would launch on Game Pass on day one. Because, of course, being on Game Pass does cannibalize some of the sales you could potentially have if you force people to just straight up buy the game on Xbox. And consequently, there should be a mutual desire for Expedition 33 to be as successful as possible. This is why I said Microsoft, at least to some degree, owed something to Summerfall as far as not trying to put additional competition on their launch week. Now, many of you are saying because this game sold 1 million copies, clearly Oblivion launching in the same week had no effect. That's nonsense. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. As Bethesda has already announced, Oblivion has sold 4 million copies. You really think none of those people would have bought a copy of Expedition 33 if Oblivion hadn't dropped? If you do, you're absolutely crazy. Is it possible that some of these people, after purchasing Oblivion, will turn around and then purchase Expedition 33? Sure, yeah, it's possible, and many people have already done it, including me. But the fact of the matter is, there are a ton of people who do not have the money to spend $50 or $60 on one game and then turn around and spend $40 on another game. So there's no question whatsoever this situation has cost Expedition 33 sales. Fortunately, it has been able to succeed financially despite the circumstance. But that does not mean the circumstance had no effect. And I stand by that video 110%. Another thing I want to make clear, I've been seeing a lot of commentary about how Expedition 33 all of a sudden proves that turn-based games are viable. And now studios are going to understand that more players want to see turn-based games. First of all, I feel like this discussion comes up over and over and over again, where the general public seems to believe that studios have, on some level, lost faith in turn-based games, or that turn-based games are dying out, and then a new turn-based game comes along, and all of a sudden there's a resurgence in the market. Look, studios know that players love turn-based games, but at the same time, they can feel like it's harder to market turn-based games. So if they believe in the system, they do it. If they don't, they don't. But turn-based games are not dying out in any way, shape, form, or fashion. All right. Before Expedition 33, there was Metaphor ReFantazio. Before that, there was Baldur's Gate 3. And before that, there was Octopath Traveler 2. We've had a ton of really great turn-based games in the last 5 to 10 years. And a lot of them have been very commercially viable, selling millions of copies. There's no question you can make a lot of money producing a fantastic turn-based game. But the fact of the matter is, making games is hard. So making turn-based games is also hard. A lot of studios decide they don't want to do it. Hey, that's their right. I love turn-based games, but I like a lot of real-time with pause games, or just straight-up real-time games as well. So at the end of the day, I just want to play great games. All right, now circling back to Expedition 33, once again, this success is fantastic. They've already made it clear they are very happy with how the game has been received thus far. And I didn't realize this, but apparently there's already plans to make this game a live action movie. And from what I've seen, it would fit that format absolutely like a glove. Obviously, Robert Pattinson should be in the front row. Sorry to Cox. He put in all that work for motion capture and voice acting, and yet everybody is giving Robert Pattinson the credit. I actually feel a little bit bad for him, but it's clear that's who the fans would probably be clamoring for. But absolutely no question, I would see a movie of this game on day one. It From an aesthetic and visual standpoint, it is just amazing. It is one of the best looking games I've seen come out in quite some time. And I think it's really standout that the game was created in Unreal Engine 5. I don't feel like we've seen another Unreal Engine 5 game that looks anywhere close to this. So honestly, I feel like it's demonstrating the power and the capabilities of the engine for a developer that really has some creativity and visual flair. And it makes me excited to see what are some other UE5 games we're going to get later on down the line. Anyway, that's my video. Didn't want to make it drawn out. Just want to say I'm really happy about this. The game has been fantastic. I already made a video talking about how incredible the first couple of hours are of this game. Just in my opinion, best intro for a video game all time. If you haven't checked that video out, I'll leave a link down in the description. I highly recommend you take a look at it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting through more of the game. I haven't even gotten through Act 1 yet, and I heard the end of Act 1 is crazy. So I'm really, really curious to see how well this experience is going to hold up. I'll continue streaming it. Appreciate you all continue to check in. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.